This week I bag a sneaky upgrade to premium economy 4 hours before departure, enjoy free-flowing champagne, somebody please send help, and finally get served a starter that isn't quinoa, couscous, or something with seeds. Hurrah! Well, a very good morning. It's semi-morning, it's just little approaching midday, and today we're flying back across the Atlantic with Air France on their Airbus A350 in premium economy. Now, I was originally booked economy, this was a Virgin Atlantic reward ticket, but as I checked in earlier on the app, a little cheeky upgrade popped up for £288, and at that price, I couldn't resist. So, premium cabins make me smile, so why not? So come with me today as we fly on the Airbus A350 with Air France back across the Atlantic to Paris-Charles de Gaulle. Air France depart from Terminal 5 here at Chicago O'Hare, and despite only being here for 24 hours, I've really enjoyed my stay and the people I've encountered have been super friendly and hospitable. Walking into the terminal though, a question hits me. Did all US airports have the same architects? They all look exactly the same. Now, a quick cursory glance at the check-in board and it states that Air France desks are closed, so I ventured down a little bit to where the desks are located and sure enough they're manned, open and ready to receive guests. And being in the premium cabin, you get to use Air France's Sky Priority line to beat the queues. I only had carry-on luggage with me on this trip, so I didn't really need to check anything in. The staff were great and reprinted a paper boarding card just for peace of mind.
So all through security at Chicago O'Hare, that was an interesting experience to say the least. About 25 to 30 minutes in line, yelled at, shouted at, the usual. Thank you TSA, not in a good mood today. So apparently, according to my American Express, we have options of 2 lounges here. Delta Sky Club if we're travelling on a Delta ticket, which we're not, travelling on an Air France ticket. But I'm hoping that there's maybe kind of some SkyTeam Alliance-y crossover there. We might be able to get in there. If not, it's over to the Swissport Lounge. So stay tuned.
And it was a no in Delta Sky Club, but in their defence, they were super lovely about it. She went through absolutely everything. She's like, look, let's scan it and try it. So I did the lounge walk of shame out there. So it's looking like the Swissport Lounge for me. Now, there is a brand new Air France lounge that's pretty much just opened here in Terminal 5. Don't think I get access to it. I'll do a bit of digging, but for now, let's take a tour of the Swissport Lounge. So I'm in the Swissport Lounge, nothing to write home about. In fact, it probably goes down as one of the most depressing lounges I've been in, and that goes for, having been in quite a lot of lounges over the years, but, hey, there's some drinks on offer, and some crackers, and some cheese, and a free hoovering, apparently. So yeah, this is my my snack. I've got a little cheese plate, crackers, etc., some Vermont sharp cheese, and some Tillamook medium cheddar, and a good old Ritz cracker. And then a can of pineapple juice and Diet Coke, and that's going to see me through now really till we get on board that Air France flight across to Charles de Gaulle. Looking forward to this one. I've been wanting to fly Air France for a while, and when it came up on points with Virgin and it all tied into this itinerary, I thought it was a no-brainer and didn't account really on being offered such a cracking upgrade offer to premium economy. So I'm going to sit back, relax. I'll show you on a tour, a very, very quick tour of the Swissport Lounge, but trust me, you're not missing much. Hot food offerings were either a maple and brown sugar or apple and cinnamon porridge bowl or a beef noodle pot. Yes, that was it. There were Ritz and Cheez-It crackers on offer, along with a selection of sweets, crisps, pretzels, and chopped chip cookies. There was a rather dubious looking pasta salad and a veggies with ranch dip box available in the fridge, alongside veggie sandwiches too. I swerved all of these. There was a selection of cheese, Swiss Miss chocolate mousses, bananas, pearl sugar waffles, blueberry muffins, and more fruit too. On the drinks front, there was a selection of LaCroix sparkling waters, the Grove fruit juices, Sprite, Coke and Diet Coke, and a selection of beers and wines. There were red wines at ambient temperature and a range of free pour spirits too. After about an hour, I felt hungry, so I left the lounge and nabbed a Burger King taco, yes, you heard me correctly, to keep the hunger at bay before boarding. I then just saw the remainder of my time out in the passenger lounge. Now let's talk the pricing. This flight set me back 12,000 Virgin points, which equate to roughly £180 when not on sale, and a taxes and fees offset of $163.60, about £123 sterling. Meaning all in all, the whole flight, plus the premium upgrade, cost me just shy of £590 one way. Not bad when you compare it to the £2,060 Air France wanted for the cash ticket. That's about a 71% saving and is very much a points win. But now it was time to board our aircraft, and flying us home to Paris is this near 2-year-old Airbus A350-900, which was delivered to Air France on December 27th, 2023. Now, this is the quietest I've ever seen a transatlantic flight, and whilst the premium cabin is set to be full, after I upgraded into the last available seat, I was told economy was around 40% empty. Boarding soon began and I was placed into Sky Priority Zone 2, and it was efficient and very well organised. A welcome change from other airports. And here it is, my home for the next 8+ hours, seat 15A in premium economy. Waiting on the seat was a very plush blanket and pillow, a set of noise-cancelling headphones, the recline features for the seat, a very futuristic-looking IFE remote, individual USB-A and USB-C charging ports, and a still bottle of Evian water. Overhead lights are fitted, though there are no individual air vents on this particular aircraft type, and right in front of the seat is the 13.3-inch IFE screen with an additional set of USB-A and USB-C charging ports. The wing views are great from this particular seat with electronically dimmable windows, although this feature was disabled for most of the flight. There's some storage in front of the seat too, along with the all-important safety card. The only one negative, but a rather obvious one, was the state of my headrest. It was full leather but was crumbling behind me, and as such looked a little bit unsightly, not the sort of thing you expect to see in a premium cabin. Perhaps these are next on the list to be reupholstered.
So all aboard this Air France A350 over to Charles de Gaulle in premium economy. So I'm going to put this seat through its test, and I think premium economy really comes into play on night flights, which this one is. It's about a 7-58-hour flight overnight over the Atlantic back to Paris. So I think this is the time when, if you do get an upgrade offer for premium, it's worth taking it. Day flights, I'm less inclined to upgrade on day flights because they're very easy to get through. So initial impressions are quite good, no real negatives at all. Really fast, expedited, professional boarding process. Everybody's on board now, and we're just getting ready to push back in the next sort of 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll film the takeoff as always, and then come back to you with more details.
also all up in the climb now. That was a pretty long taxi out of Chicago, to be fair. We were taxiing for about 15-20 minutes, but we're up now. The service is about to start. First on the service flow was a premium economy amenity kit, branded with the Air France logo. Inside, a soft pair of light blue socks, these were actually quite comfortable, and an eye mask in matching colour. A toothbrush with toothpaste was provided, as well as a pair of earplugs. And whilst I thought the amenity kit to be a little basic for a premium cabin, it can at least be reused. Following on from this, all passengers in the premium cabin received a complimentary glass of French champagne, and I was told to, and I quote, ask for as many glasses as I wish. Finally, we were handed a refreshing wet towel. So about 20 minutes into the flight now, and something's just happened that has never happened on any flight I've taken before. Eric, the purser, who is essentially the in-flight lead in charge of the cabin, has just come and personally introduced himself to every single passenger in premium economy. And I'm talking a good 2-minute conversation, not just a hello, my name's Eric. Really, really nice guy, personable service. And yeah, that was really nice. I don't know how I feel about it really. It's quite interesting because normally that doesn't happen. I thought he was going to tell me off for filming, and he was like, no, of course, please film, thank you for, talking to me about it, and was just really pleasant. So yeah, that was quite an unusual one. As the IFE screens are in the bulkhead ahead of us instead of being in our seat backs on row 15, you get this remote with a little funky trackpad. I'm actually quite a huge fan of this. It was super responsive and very easy to navigate through the system. I also thought I'd give Air France's noise cancelling headphones a quick test, and to be honest with you, these are some of the best I've ever experienced. Really good quality audio and a fantastic level of noise cancellation. So that's meal service number 1 done, dinner, and as much as looks can be deceptive sometimes, when I peeled that film back on that ravioli, I thought, not liking the look of that. It was really, really good. It was like a cream cheese stuffed tortellini ravioli in a mushroom cream sauce with girolles and ceps. It was really, really good, and I love mushroom sauces, so it was tasty. The other option though on offer, which the gentleman to the right of me had, was a shepherd's pie, of all things. That looked quite good too. Did reserve the fact filming his dinner because I'm polite, but take my word for it that looked very good as well. Starter was a mango salad. It was like a small diced mango salad with chilli, coriander, a bit of carrot in there. Really vibrant, really fresh, and actually quite tasty, and a welcome change from those couscous/seedgate starters that we see far too often on many carriers these days. There was a bread roll with unsalted butter. The butter very similar to the French brand President. It was like a cultured butter, really, really tasty. A packet of processed cheese. Now I feel this is a little bit where Air France lets themselves down. France, obviously a country renowned for great cheese, has served a bit of plastic cheese for dinner, so I feel that could possibly be something to do better. And if not, omit it, leave it out. And finally, dessert was a really rich chocolate, short crust, shortbready kind of biscuit, with like a caramel chocolate mousse on top. The first layer was very sort of sweet, caramel and sugary notes, and then the top layer was very creamy, almost a bit like a fresh cream kind of mousse. Really tasty, light as well. It wasn't heavy, so that was quite nice. It was served with a drink of your choice from the bar, so I went, as always, with a Coke Zero. I don't like to drink on night flights, and I've totally just lied to you because I had that glass of champagne. But when in Rome or when in Paris, one mustn't turn down a glass of champagne, but no more drinking from now on. I just had a glass of Coke Zero. So on the catering front, Air France quietly delivers a good experience, minus the cheese. A quick toilet check on the lavatory located behind the premium economy cabin, and I found the seat being held together with blue gaffer tape. Not a great experience in my opinion, but they were at least very clean, so no complaints in that department. I also love the vanity lights in the mirror. These add to the premium feel.
So I've just reclined this seat a little bit just to get a bit more feel for the space. And as great as it is a really comfortable seat with the headrest especially. It is quite restrictive for a premium economy seat. It just feels that little bit less spacious than some of its competitors. Now, it's not a massive negative, but obviously one of the biggest premiums of premium economy is that increase in space. Now, I'm not too sure. Looking behind, it does look quite similarly tight, but on the front row, at least where I am, in the bulkhead row, the legroom is quite restrictive because of where this divider is in front of me. So it's certainly more than you get in economy for sure, and it's worth paying for. I just wouldn't pay over the odds for the product. So if you can get premium economy at a discounted rate, like I did, £280 odd for an overnighter, that's not too bad. I wouldn't be paying, £1,000 extra. But seat comfort's really good. The headrest is great. It's one of the best ones I've experienced, to be fair. It really holds your head in place. So, in true Warren Oliver fashion, I'm going to try and get a bit of sleep on this flight back now, because we're just about to cross the Atlantic, so we've got about 5 hours 45 left to go. So I'm going to try and get a couple of hours sleep, and then I'll report more as we get closer to Paris. Well, that was an awesome sleep. I can absolutely tell you, I slept for 4 and a bit hours straight through, not a single moment of waking up. Absolutely excellent. So that is a testament to the seat comfort, and whilst I initially thought the seat was a little bit cramped in terms of space for my feet, didn't stop me from sleeping at all. So I've just been woken up by breakfast, so a little breakfast basket comes around, and a choice of drink, so hot tea, hot coffee or hot chocolate. So had a little hot chocolate this morning, and then you've got a strawberry kefir, like a yogurt drink, similar to a Actimel / Yakult kind of thing. A bread roll with butter and strawberry jam, a blueberry muffin, and a pot of orange juice. So, yeah, I'm just amazed. I literally just woke up and I thought, no, this surely can't be breakfast. And it was. So, as I say this, we're just literally coming below the tip of Ireland. An hour and 20 to go. About 640 miles before we touch down in Paris. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain. I hope you had a very nice flight so far. We'll be starting our descent within 15 minutes. Expecting overcast weather upon the arrival in Paris. 70 degrees. Anyhow, I want to thank you again for choosing Air France. It was a great pleasure to have you on board. And hopefully I will see you soon. And have a great day in Paris. And for the people who have a connected flight, a great flight. We'll be arriving a bit ahead of schedule today. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
So, wrapping up my Air France Premium Economy experience. I genuinely wasn't sure what to expect coming into this, but the flight managed to surpass my expectations in a few key areas, while still leaving room for improvement in others. The big win for me was the seat comfort. I can't deny it, getting a proper stretch of sleep on an overnight transatlantic is an absolute godsend, and my oh my did this seat deliver. The cabin felt calm, and although the space felt tight to me, it obviously didn't impact my sleep, and for a red-eye, that makes all the difference. But then you've got little things that felt like missed opportunities, serving plastic cheese at dinner and American jam and a basic bread roll for breakfast when you're landing into the croissant capital of the world. For the French flag carrier, that just felt a bit off-brand. Small detail, but details matter. I wouldn't pay a premium for premium economy on Air France personally, but if you can snag it at the price that I did, I'd say absolutely go for it. Don't even think about it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss another upload. Plenty more aviation, travel and hotel content coming your way. See you in the next one.